Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Salt Lake City Snowhawks expansion franchise here on Madden 25. Our Snowhawks enter this Week 14 matchup here against the 4-8 Commanders, as our Snowhawks also 4-8 in this Year 2 season of this expansion franchise. Our first win ever in franchise history came against the Commanders last year in Week 4 as we took that one in overtime. And now Jayden Daniels and the Commanders try to get revenge here as they visit Snowhawk Stadium once again. Both sides enter on 3-game losing streaks as we're now underway here from Snowhawk Stadium. 4-8 on the season, 5 final games here before we get into the offseason. As Washington here on the return, going to take that to the 27 where Jayden Daniels and the offense will take back over. They have made strides, they have been getting better, but a few injuries suffered earlier in the season to Brian Robinson and Terry McLaurin kind of hampered their efforts. Daniels not the best sophomore season at 9 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. So look to lead this team to a victory. Commanders now at the 27-yard line to start the game, and they'll give to Brian Robinson, and he'll get that to the 33 yards. Last week, Robinson averaged 5 yards per rush on 14 carries. Now man in motion there, and they'll go back to Robinson, breaks a tackle, and there is a flag on the play. And that'll move him back 5 due to holding, so now 2nd and 17. Daniels takes the snap, going to roll to the right into the edge there where Dietrich Wise was collapsing, and Jack Gibbons shoots through a cannon on that one to bring home Daniels for the sack. As Tyler Biadasz there, the starting center, I believe, one of the interior spots, he heads to the bench there on the injury timeout. As it's now 3rd and 26, third in an eternity here for the Commanders, as they could not set up that screen. So a quick 3 and out here for Washington to start, as they're punting there from their own end zone. Officially from the 11, though, as that one goes all the way back to Salt Lake City's 41. And they'll come out, take over at the 49-yard line. Rookie quarterback Lucas McDonald, a tremendous rookie campaign so far, despite, the poor record at 4-8. He's been limiting turnovers, engineering the offense very well, doing what he needs to do. Nothing over the top, over 2,500 passing yards already. And he's used his legs very well with that 4.4 speed. Tested extremely well at this past draft's NFL Combine. And now good starting field position here for the Snowhawks. So Prime in their motions out. They'll give it to Benson up the middle. Good lane opens up for Benson, and so he'll get 7. Washington invested heavily in their front. They drafted Nick Madden, who is starting here at left end. Drafted him at 3rd overall out of Georgia. Drafted Steve Goodwell, left outside linebacker out of Oklahoma, as McDonald there brought down. And that's Steve Goodwell, heard us talking about him, the 2nd-round pick there out of Oklahoma. 35th overall in the draft. We selected McDonald at 23rd overall draft. A few picks later, Goodwell went off the board. So they've added Goodwell and Nick Madden up front rookies, and also traded for Henry 2020 there from Houston, and he actually leads the NFL in tackles. McDonald a deep shot down the field there for Tony into double coverage, as that is knocked down. And the good starting field position all for naught here for Salt Lake City, as they'll bring on Matt Ariza to punt here in Washington territory. As that goes back for a touchback. So both offenses here trade 3 and outs. A good explosive play from each side. Both defenses getting a sack early on. And we'll see if the offense for either side now can get into any sort of flow. Daniels directly under center this time. Fake it to Robinson. Deep over the middle there, has a man in a soft spot as he hooks up with Terry McLaurin. That time for 22. Terry McLaurin recently signed a 4-year extension to stay here in Washington. He was a pending free agent, as Daniels able to dump that off for Robinson up the sideline, tackled by Matthew Torrance. That one gets 3 yards. Now 2nd and 7. Daniels sits in the pocket, scanning, goes near sideline. That's going to be caught. Nice catch there through contact. That's the rookie 5th-round pick Bradley out of UConn. They've had a big impact from him as a reserve receiver, and also a running back they drafted in the 5th round has made contributions as well. Now a nice out route that time to Terry McLaurin. Jayden Daniels and him on cue that time, as that'll move it down to the 23. Daniels now will give or fake it to Robinson. Rolls to the right, sets, going to roll again, try and go up the middle this time as he's brought down in the lane. That time from Darrell Taylor, but he'll take the 3 yards. 2nd and 7 now inside the red zone at the 20 here. As they'll give it to Robinson this time, wrapped up there by Jack Gibbons. Now going to be a 3rd down. 3rd down inside the red zone, more than halfway through this first quarter. Daniels sits in the pocket, backtracking a little bit, rolling to the right, going to take off and run. Daniels gets a 1st down as he slides down to the 7. And much like our quarterback there in Lucas McDonald, Jayden Daniels can very well extend plays, extend drives with those third down scrambles, those conversions. They drop everyone back in coverage, and then before you know it, he uses his legs to get the first. Now 1st and goal inside the 10. They'll fake it to Robinson. Daniels keeps, and he'll be taken down, no gain. Now 2nd down. They'll fake it. Daniels with it again will keep. And again, rip down. Good reaction that time from the defense getting to him, as he does get a yard this time. So now 3rd and goal at the 6. Daniels now out there empty. And you got to remember Trey McBride also on this Washington Commanders team at tight end. As they're going to go there, I'm not sure who that was on the target, but he did get 1 foot in. Couldn't get that back or that front foot in. And that's the aforementioned rookie there, Bradley. Not sure of his first name. A nice pass that time from Daniels, but the receiver just could not get that foot in. A little too far out, maybe. Now a chip shot here, field goal, as that one is up and good. So the Commanders a nice response after a 3-and-out on offense as they march down and get 3. Lucas McDonald, Trey Benson getting back out there, and you see the quarterback rushing leaders. Lamar Jackson leads the way, and McDonald there at 5th. I was not expecting that, but all things considered, certainly makes sense with, I think it said 353 rushing yards so far in his rookie season, maybe in line to be Rookie of the Year. As they come out in the I formation, they fake it, then go for Kerry Blasingame, and he'll be brought down for a 4-yard loss. Not how you draw it up typically, especially there to the fullback on that little screen. As now we'll go out empty, 2nd and 14 to the sideline. That's out of the reach there of Mo Ali Cox. And a quick 3rd and long now for the Snowhawks. Again, Salt Lake out there empty. 3rd and very long here from the 28. Trying to set up a screen, and those never work out. Our quarterback never, I don't know if maybe it's because of his awareness rating, where, you know, we can never set up those screens. We're always faced with that instant pressure. McDonald just doesn't know how to react, and he can never get it to the intended target on those plays. So 4th down, another 3-and-out to start. That one goes all the way down to the 25. And that's going to go for about a 7-8 yard return as Washington back out there, as this offense getting a lot of screen time here in this first quarter. Jayden Daniels let a field goal drive stalled out there inside the 10. And now decent starting field position here at the 34. Daniels going to fake it to Robinson. And that just out of the reach there of, I think, Trey McBride. I mentioned McBride now on this Commanders team was the 2nd overall pick there in that dispersal draft, as we had distributed all those players away from the Cardinals, as that's the team we replaced. Now that one, a quick one for McBride, and that'll go for 5. McBride, like McLaurin, signed an extension to stay with the Commanders. As now Daniels out there empty on 3rd and medium. And that's a quick one. I thought that was intercepted in the hands there of Jalen Thompson. And the Snowhawks defense getting off the field again so far. 2 out of 3 forcing punts. And he allowed that one field goal. So 4th and 5 here at the 39. Washington back out there. I think it should be Turpin back here, or maybe it's actually Dak Kitchens, rookie out of Oklahoma that time on the return, gets to the 23. So 2 3-and-outs for this offense. Kind of desperate at this point to get something going, as they'll start at the 23. Eckler here against his former team. Went out wide. McDonald sits in the pocket. Fires. Almost intercepted. A little bit away from Mo Ali Cox. And it's now 2nd down. Again, Eckler going to motion out wide. McDonald takes the snap. They send some pressure. A quick one there for Harrison Jr. He turns the corner, and he gets there for 10. Not quite the 1st down, though, as that will bring up 3rd and inches at the 33. Need to get half a yard here to extend the drive for your first down of the game here in the final minute. Benson there in motion. McDonald, a clean pocket over the middle, wide open. There's Tip Ryman, and so he'll get a little bit extra after the catch. That one for 24. Tip Ryman was solid as a rookie, and he's had a pretty decent 2nd season here as well. Now maybe the final play here of the first quarter. McDonald has a man there. That's Jahan Dotson here against the team that drafted him, and so he'll move the chains on that one. So 3-0 after the first quarter. Not a bad Snowhawks start. Our defense has really been holding up, and our offense seems to be finding their form a little bit after those first 2 3-and-outs, but we're getting some pressure on defense. Coverage holding up fairly well, although we might be in store for a long day against Terry McLaurin and Trey McBride as we try and contain them. But it's going to come down to our offense scoring points, as that's been our biggest struggle so far this season, particularly on offense. Our run blocking has not really held up. Another Harrison in motion. Fake it to him. Give it to Benson. And Trey Benson will get ahead. And I thought he at least got some positive yardage on that one, but they say it's a 1-yard loss. As it looked like he was a little shaken up. Did take a big hit that time. Now 2nd and 11 at the 33. There goes Kadarius Toney in motion. As they'll fake it to Benson. And then swing it there underneath for Mo Ali Cox. That gets 6. 3rd and 5 now at the 27. Again, Ali Cox there in motion. McDonald takes the snap. Thought he had Benson open underneath, and he rolls out there right into a sack. And that's the rookie Steve Goodwell out of Oklahoma. One of the young cornerstone pieces on this defense for the Commanders. 2nd round pick at home for the sack. And I mentioned Nick Madden, rookie out of Georgia as well. 3rd overall pick. He still is without a sack, but Goodwell getting one here. And that might force us into deep field goal range. It's going to be a 52-yard field goal attempt now for Rodrigo Blankenship, who mostly has been good, but a little bit up and down this season, as this one is up. And that one looked a little wide, and that is wide, as Blankenship misses on this one. Would have tied the game. It looked a little wide right, as the Commanders still out in front getting the ball back. You hate to leave points on the board there. That sack certainly proves to be costly as well. Now the Commanders in good field position here to start, as they fake it, and a target there for Devaughn Vele over the middle there. John there with Avonte Maddox. Vele actually the leading receiver for the Commanders entering this game. We mentioned McLaurin has been out for a few weeks during this season. Now back in the lineup though, as they go pitch here for Robinson. Works it to the outside, and a good play there by Matthew Torrance bringing him down. Torrance, the rookie safety. Actually, we saw Steve Goodwell, and then Torrance was selected with the pick right after Goodwell there at 36 overall. As Daniels one to the sideline, that's in the hands of Elijah Jones, and that'll go incomplete. So a nice response here from the Snowhawks defense. We've been holding strong so far in this game, forcing another punt. Punt was shanked, only a 19-yard net. And as the Snowhawks back with it here at the 36. Go pitch for Benson. Only 2 yards there for Benson. Now Snowhawks in the I formation. And they will go back to him. Sidesteps a tackle, gets 2. Another 3rd down faced here by Salt Lake City. And as Toney there motions. Fake it to Benson. McDonald again trying to roll out. And Steve Goodwell with the strip sack, and he'll pick it up. Over there at right tackle, Jonah Williams has had a long day already here. And Steve Goodwell, rookie outside linebacker, edge rusher, having a huge impact early on. I guess Mo Ali Cox there trying to help out. Benson was there in pass protection as well. We had pretty much 3 guys there on Goodwell. Benson just unresponsive, as Washington will take over now after the turnover. Our offense not doing ourselves any favors. McDonald very poor, awareness on that right side when he's scrambling to his dominant side, as he's been now taking 2 sacks there from Goodwell, just working off the block. Now Daniels with it at the 31. They'll start with a fake in the soft spot there, and McLaurin not responding there to that target, maybe a little short. Torrance there in the double coverage. Only 37 total yards so far for the Snowhawks. I think it said 76 for Washington. Daniels now after the empty set here, rolling to his left. He's going to try and run, and he's going to be brought down for the sack. That's Xavier Thomas. Another poor, awareness sack there taken by a quarterback in this game. Xavier Thomas has enjoyed a nice second season. I want to say his 3rd or 4th sack so far of the year. Our leader in sacks, Darius Robinson, number 56 there at D tackle. His 2nd year out of Missouri, has 6 entering this week. Now again, Daniel's going to backtrack, and he does get rid of that one, so we hang strong here. Another 3rd down stop to force the 4th down, but an injury timeout there to Mika McFadden. Looks like he's holding his wrist, his forearm, as he did get that star Dev with that linebacker breakout a few episodes ago. And this would be a 55-yard field goal, but instead they're going to punt it from the 38. And that one, a good one, goes down to the 5, so they pin us back here. Our Salt Lake City offense has already struggled to get going here, as we're about halfway through this 2nd quarter. Need to get something brewing here towards the end of the half. Backed up deep in our own territory at the 5 now. McDonald from his own end zone. Sitting calm in the pocket. Has a man open, that one for 15. That was Marvin Harrison Jr. Works it up now to the 20. McDonald takes the snap. A quick one there for Mo Ali Cox. Gets that block. Nice one there, I think, from Randy Samuel. 65 getting over, as that sprung Ali Cox open for 5. Another injury timeout, however, so now we'll see Tip Ryman a few more snaps at tight end as Ali Cox gets evaluated. A quick one there to the sideline for Benson. That gets 1. Now a 3rd and 4, less than 5 minutes in the half. There goes Eckler out wide. McDonald now out there empty. Backtracks in the pocket, takes a hit, and he's brought down for the sack again. I think that's Deron Payne, the former Alabama Crimson Tide first-round pick, joined Jonathan Allen here in Washington. And they've been ever disruptive on the interior over the course of their career now. At this point, probably close to 10 years in. As Matt Araiza going to have to punt. Still no score here for Salt Lake City. That one all the way down to the 31. Going to be fair caught. As Jayden Daniels and the offense back out there. It really hasn't been a good day so far for them. Haven't been able to find any consistent rhythm. But still leading this ball game 3-0. Still haven't found the end zone though. As Daniels, quick one there for McLaurin. And he'll be brought down after 5. Both of these teams at 4-8, you know, kind of middle of the pack. These last 5 games obviously going to do a lot to determine our draft position. As they go with Robinson there and Jack Gibbons into the backfield to disrupt it. He's been huge here in his debut season in Salt Lake City. Signed a 3-year contract. And he's certainly, you know, taken our defense kind of at his helm. Now another 3rd down situation here for Washington offense. Salt Lake City defense. Daniels on the snap. Sitting in the pocket, has a man open, and I believe that was Trey McBride getting the first down. Correction, that was Devaughn Vele, as I mentioned, the leading receiver for Washington. 6'5", 215 pounds at receiver. Now at the 42, a first down. Daniels in the pocket again, now going to run. Into the second level, now up the sideline. Maddox missed a tackle, and a good scamper there by Daniels gets 16. We have now hit the 2-minute warning. Washington into Salt Lake City territory. Over the middle there, one-handed snag away from his body was McLaurin. And so take that for 7. Nice snag there from Scary Terry, someone we were going to consider going after here in the offseason. Maybe match him up with Marvin Harrison Jr. as Vele that time gets the first down. McLaurin and Harrison Jr. would have been quite the tandem, both there out of Ohio State. Daniels now over the middle as he finds his man, and that'll go for 10. That was Luke McCaffrey on the catch. Now less than a minute here in the half, 2nd and inches at the 21. Daniels to the sideline, hooks up with his guy as that goes for 9 and a first down. That was rookie running back Edward Mixon on that catch, receiving back out of Texas. Washington still with all their timeouts trying to get a screen going as they do get it. And that's Mixon, and that's going to be a 1-yard loss. Commanders take their first timeout, now 2nd and 11 at the 13. Daniels over the middle has a man open. That's McLaurin. As he stopped just short of the first down. It's now 3rd and inches at the 2. Jack Gibbons again there on the tackle. As Washington calls another timeout. Now 35 seconds remaining, 3rd and inches at the 2. We'll go with the jet touch pass from McLaurin. As he doesn't quite get the first down, doesn't get that ball across the plane. As Washington still 1 timeout, and they will call it. And the clock management here from the AI is so bad. They had a time, to get off another play. Now I think they're going to settle for a field goal, as they will with 4 seconds. So poor clock management here. The AI is awful here at closing out games, closing out the end of halves. As Washington kicks that one up, double their lead now, 6-0. Just 2 ticks remaining here in the second. So that will take us into halftime. Washington up 6-0. Has not been a glamorous game from our offense, or Washington's offense, I guess, for that matter. But hopefully we can get something going in the second half here as we're into our final 5 games of this Year 2 season. And now we will get to the halftime report. A lot of stuff going around the NFL. The Seahawks still the bottom team in the NFL, I think at 2-9 now. But we'll get here to San Francisco at Jacksonville. The Jaguars still one of the bottom teams as well, as they lose here 31-0 at the hands of the NFC West leading San Francisco 49ers. Trevor Lawrence just 7 for 11 in this game, and rumblings there out of Jacksonville that they're going to be looking to move on from him at quarterback this upcoming offseason. Now New England at Buffalo, as the Bills up 10-0 there heading into halftime. Josh Allen, 110 passing yards so far, as the Bills currently lead the AFC. Or actually, I'm sorry, the Jets lead the AFC. The Bills 1 game behind them. And now Miami at Cleveland, as the Dolphins and Browns both at 4-8, like our matchup here today. 10-7 Dolphins there heading into halftime. Deshaun Watson among the leaders in passing. And now back to our game. A shutout so far. We've had so many performances this season where I feel like we've dropped like 10 points or less. So I am kind of considering putting the quarter length up maybe a minute, maybe move it from 11 to 12. I think that might be a good idea, because originally when we were simming, we were using just all pro default sliders, but now we're using a little slider set, which has gotten us more realistic results. In a sense, I guess it's all relative, as Turpin takes that one to the 27 to open the half. Only 50 total yards there in that first half, 39 passing. McDonald and the offense need to come out here and make a statement. McDonald there took a shot for Harrison Jr. Knocked down. Good coverage. As it's now second down. Blasting aim there joins Benson in the backfield, and they will give it to Benson. Redirects up the middle, and really nothing doing. Quick 3rd and 9 for Salt Lake City. Eckler there motions out wide. Has been good receiving over the past few weeks. Dumped that off for Harrison, or tried to, as that hits him in at the line, goes incomplete. So 4th down now. Snowhawks going to punt from their own 28. A 3 and out to start this second half. Not what you wanted. A 39-yard net on that Ariza punt. And now Washington right back out there less than a minute into this half. Give it there to Robinson. Has a good tackle there in the run lane by Isaiah Simmons. Make it a 2nd and 7. Daniels, 4-man rush for Salt Lake City. Dumps it off underneath. Not the best decision, just gets a couple. Now 3rd and 6. Daniels, clean pocket. Going through his progressions. Has a man over the middle. That's McLaurin. Another big catch there from Scary Terry. And so work that down to the 39, working there against Elijah Jones. Not the best matchup there for Jones, but I think that they've kind of been alternating Melton and Jones as corner. Definitely a spot we need to address in the offseason. I mean, Jones, pretty good coverage, maybe a step behind McLaurin, but I'll take that, you know. You're not going to win every rep against Terry McLaurin, as now the Commanders into Salt Lake City territory, taking over at the 39. Daniels will get for Robinson, and this will fight ahead for 4. Daniels now out there empty, 2nd and 6. Fires there for the sideline. Avonte Maddox going downhill, able to hit Devaughn Vele there. Still hangs on for the catch. And that brings up a 3rd and short now at the 31. A field goal here even does make it a 2-possession game. But of course, if you're Washington, you want the first down. They'll get to Robinson. And he stopped just short there. Nice tackle by Jack Givens, 1-on-1. 4th and inches now at the 29. Would be a 46-yard field goal attempt. But they are going to leave the offense out there, much like you would expect Washington to do. As in present day, they are set for the NFC Championship game. Dan Quinn, of course, super aggressive, as it does pay off this time. They got the dump off there for Robinson towards the sideline, gets the necessary yardage. As he was chatting it up there with Matthew Torrance there, Alabama Crimson Tide there, and Robinson talking to the former Auburn Tiger. And now Daniels trying to roll out, and he'll be brought down there by Isaiah Simmons on first contact. As we finally get, I think we had one other sack so far in this game. That one felt good. I think Jabril Cox also, you know, the reserve linebacker on the field there, getting in on that one. Now 2nd and 18, backed up to the 35. There goes Devaughn Vele in motion. Maddox following him as they will swing it out for him. Good blocking there from Terry McLaurin as Vele able to get up the sideline. Forced out at the 22, now a 3rd and 5. Another 3rd and medium here for Washington. Daniels in the pocket, gonna roll to his left, fires that one out of bounds, or maybe, you know, that was kind of closer to the end zone than I thought. But again, our defense hangs strong here on 3rd down, as that'll be a 39-yard field goal attempt. This one to make it a 2-possession game, as we're less than 5 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. This one 39 yards. 3rd attempt of the day, as that one gets up there, and it's now 9-0 Commanders. McDonald and the offense still searching for some points here. The missed field goal certainly did not help our efforts, and McDonald has taken a beating so far. Steve Goodwell, that strip sack really wasn't even a strip sack. It was more like a suplex strip sack. I guess we'll go with that. But McDonald, you know, you got to stay poised. He definitely has a good head on his shoulders. Has one over the locker room so far. Good captain, good leader at just 21 years old. So a lot of room to grow with this team. But, you know, you got to kind of deliver in moments like this to gain that respect throughout the locker room. So 3 yards there to Benson. Now 2nd and 7 at the 30. And the fact, you know, that we do have our franchise quarterback on that rookie deal is huge. With you know, nearly $200 million in cap space this offseason, 2 first-round picks, we're really in a position to propel, you know, the building of this expansion team. And, you know, the most prime Super Bowl window for a lot of different teams is, you know, when you have that quarterback on that rookie deal and you can distribute funds elsewhere. As a dump off there for Eckler, breaks an arm tackle, and he gets ahead for the first down. Eckler's first touch here against his former team where he spent 1 season. Now Salt Lake in the I formation. They'll fake it. McDonald to the sideline there, has blasting aim, the tight end. And so he'll get 8. Nice catch that time. Mo Ali Cox there back healthy. As he was a man in motion. McDonald underneath there. We'll go for Benson. Nice catch. As he'll bring that up for 11. It's good to see Benson getting involved a little bit in the passing game. Although still not the most impressive second season from him, as that time stopped on the edge, no gain. Really no run blocking that time, as that has been the weakness of our team. Have to shore that up this offseason. As we're looking at improving both tackle spots, maybe a spot or two on the interior. As that last one incomplete, so now a 3rd and 10. McDonald steps up in the pocket as he went there for Tony towards the sideline. Mike Sanders still, former Michigan Wolverine national champ, knocks that one down, as it will be a 4th down now at the 42. And this offense still stagnant, still stale, as we still have 0 points on the board. Ariza is going to punt that one from the 42. And that goes out at the 8. Nice one that time, pitting him inside the 10 as Daniels and the offense back out there. I feel like it's going to have to come down to our defense making a big play, kind of setting us up in good field position. I think just the one turnover so far, that fumble from McDonald earlier, but our defense will have to answer back with a field goal of their own. I'm sorry, with a turnover of their own, as Robinson will get it here. Great run defense that time, only 2 yards. Total yardage here is 183 to just 83 for Salt Lake City. They'll set up a screen there, I believe, for McCaffrey. Thought he was stripped, but I guess not. Good tackle from Gibbons, as that'll bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Not the most exciting game here, just 9-0 Washington. 2-possession lead here heading into the 4th. Might seem comfy for them, but our offense has, got going late in games. McDonald seems to be better when the pressure's on, as he's taking a beating. Going to try and put it back, give it back to Washington here with some late drives to get some points. As we'll take over here now in the 4th quarter, 3rd and 1 at the 16. Washington up 9-0. Both teams currently on 3-game losing streaks. They'll give here for Robinson. A nice lane opens up, and he'll get the 1st down. Like I was saying, both teams at 4 and 8 on 3-game losing streaks. Our Snowhawks a season win goal of 7, and if we can't pull it out here today, we'll have to win 3 of our final 4. And I don't really like those odds. And then sack leader there, Darius Robinson, going to the tunnel there for an injury timeout, getting evaluated. Has a nice tackle there against Brian Robinson. Only 1 yard that time. Now 2nd and 9. And they'll get back for Robinson, trying to work this one outside. Team effort there, as that's going to go for 2. Jabril Cox in on that stop. He's been out there a lot today. I'm wondering if there was an injury. I'm not sure why he's out there so much. I think Mika McFadden, he was injured earlier, still hasn't returned. Daniels clean pocket, has a man over the middle, and that's Devaughn Vele. Another strong catch there through a hit, and that one moving the chains into Salt Lake City territory. Or I'm sorry, not quite yet, as they're here at their own 47 still. And more importantly here, trying to, kind of drain some clock at this point. As Daniels down the field into traffic, and that was knocked down by Max Melton. Already 4 interceptions on the season, in line for maybe a Pro Bowl this year. As it's now 2nd down. At least if you can hold him to a field goal, that's still just a 2-possession game. Daniels fakes it. Has a man there open, and he hangs on for the catch. As that one moved him down to the 36, now less than 8 minutes here. Daniels takes a snap. Quick one over the middle, goes incomplete. 2nd down at the 36. Daniels on the drop back here. Over the middle, that one incomplete again. Now 3rd and 10, definitely need a stop here on defense. A sack would be amazing. Force him back a little bit, kind of out of field goal range. But Daniels has a man open there towards the sideline. And that is Trey McBride here against the Salt Lake City Snowhawks, the team, where we had to get rid of him in order to make our Snowhawks team. We got rid of the Cardinals, and we did distribute him to Washington in that dispersal draft. And he hits us hard that time with that 3rd down conversion. Now fresh life for the Commanders inside the 20. 7:30 remaining here in regulation. Daniels will give to Robinson. Nice lane for him. And so he'll work that down for 7. Now less than 7 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Washington leading 9-0. Man, they're in motion. They'll give to Robinson, though, as he'll get ahead for the 1st down now inside the 10. 1st and goal at the 8. Not looking too good for the Snowhawks. Fake there. Daniels now for the end zone. That's in the hands of Jabril Cox. He's been all over here, kind of filling in for Mika McFadden. That time would have been a game-changing interception. But instead, again, the Commanders with fresh life as we drop a gift. Fake it there for Robinson. Daniels now to the outside. And good contain that time for Matthew Torrance. 3rd and goal now. Red zone defense hanging strong. Daniels on the drop back. Trying to maneuver, run up now. He's going to go for it. Daniels for the end zone. And he will find pay dirt. The first touchdown of the game here comes in the final moments, but the touchdown gives the Commanders a commanding lead at this point, as it's set to be 16-0. Although maybe go for 2, make it 3 possessions, but great showing here from Jayden Daniels down the stretch. As they are going to go for 2, they are going to try and make it a 3-possession game, which at this point would certainly be a dagger. As now Daniels sitting in the pocket again, has a man open over the middle, and he'll hang on there through the catch. I'm not sure who that is, maybe that rookie we were talking about earlier. 17th play, 91-yard drive, as Washington, Jayden Daniels here, brings them all the way down the field for, as I said, commanding touchdown drive. As they're now up 17-0 with 5:31 remaining. At this point, at least, get something going on offense. Get some good mojo going into the next week. Get some encouraging signs there as Turpin, not sure what he was doing there on that return, taking down to the 24. And it's been a very, very bad showing here on offense. Really just, 1 turnover, but we really haven't been able to find a consistent flow. Some drives stalling out. Only 83 total yards. That is just not acceptable on this stage. Now at the 24, McDonald in the pocket. Over the middle, and a miscommunication there. And we'll try it again now, 2nd down. McDonald trying to get a screen going. We do get it this time for Benson, as he kind of gets the corner there for 6. 3rd and 4, now less than 5 minutes left in the game. Of course, 4-down territory at this point. And McDonald takes the snap. Fires there, has a man open. That's Tony, spins off a tackle. And so he'll take that 16 down to the 47. Now just over 4 minutes left here. McDonald takes the snap again over the middle. A slight misfire that time for Harrison Jr. We'll try it again here, 2nd down. McDonald another quick one as that one's batted at the line. Now 3rd down. McDonald trying to set up a screen again. They get it for Eckler this time, and he's going to be taken down for a loss. That was Henry Tuo, who we talked about, acquired him from the Houston Texans in a trade, now leads the NFL in tackles. They'll fake it here to Eckler on 4th down. McDonald to the sideline, almost intercepted, batted up a few times playing hot potato as that one falls harmlessly to the ground. Although I don't know about harmlessly, as that does end, any sense of a comeback we had here today. Not that it was much. I think our offense is going to finish under 100 yards or maybe just over 100 total yards. So I think moving forward, maybe going into next season, I'll extend the quarter length there for 12 minutes instead of 11, as I think that might, provide a little more action on offense, a little more. I know it sounds not like much, just a minute, but it will provide a lot more game time, as Robinson takes that one for 6. So it is 104 total yards to 278 for Washington. As we hit the 3-minute mark left in this game, Robinson cutting a little bit, as he'll take that down for 3rd and 1 coming up. Here at the 36-yard line, Washington draining the clock. Fake it for Robinson, going downfield. A shot here, and that's almost intercepted. Knocked down there by Elijah Jones, working there against Terry McLaurin. Pardon me there. Thought Daniels was going to drop that in the bucket for McLaurin. Just taking a deep shot here, up 17. What's the worst that can happen? As they will punt it here. I thought they might go for a field goal, but that is not the case, trying to pin us back as they know our offense really can't get anything going. Now 2:10 remaining, still a chance to get some dignity back in this one. With a late game drive, and again, that might be the 3rd one that's just been batted at the line. A deliberate throw there by McDonald goes into a lineman. As now they go out there empty. Now 2nd and 10 at the 16. McDonald again to throw to the sideline. Has a man, that's Marvin Harrison Jr. hanging on through a big hit that time, catching that at the sideline. Kind of stacking up his man there in man coverage. As now 1st down up to the 44. McDonald again trying to roll to the right this time, and again going to be brought down from Steve Goodwell. And that's the 3rd time we've seen him just run right into that sack. Really lacking the awareness, the presence to see that coming. Now McDonald sitting in the pocket, time to throw, going to roll to the right again here, and he just gets that one off. Steve Goodwell having a field day here working against Jonah Williams, but really, McDonald has been helping him out a lot. Harrison in motion back the other way. McDonald fakes to Benson, and Benson was supposed to pick up that blitz there, but just did not have the presence of mind to do so off the fake. As now McDonald sacked again going to fake it to Benson. Going to try and step up, fire deep, and that will almost be intercepted. Tony off the hands there of the DV. Tony could have caught it off the ricochet, but he kind of quit on the play. He never quit on a play. As that's a turnover on downs. As now Washington here will take over at the 26. Rough offensive game. Probably our worst showing on offense so far this season, as Brian Robinson, a big carry that time, works it down to the 13. Now less than 30 seconds here, as Commanders have us set to be shut out in this game. They'll go back to Robinson. Nice tackle there from Gibbons, as I think that will do it here. Although time for maybe one more play here. 2nd and 11 at the 13. And they will not call a play, so that's going to do it here from Snowhawk Stadium as we fall 17-0. The offense just could not get anything going. But as I mentioned, Washington has invested a lot into their defense, and I think they're a much better team than their 4-8 record signifies, as they did suffer a lot of key injuries earlier in the season. But the Commanders get some revenge after last year's loss. As I said, our first win in franchise history came against them last season in Week 4, and now they kind of get some vengeance, some revenge, as they shut us out here on the home turf in front of the home fans, 17-0, as our Snowhawks have now dropped 4 straight games, now down to 4-9. And as I said, if we want to hit that season win goal, we're going to have to win 3 of our final 5 games. But this is where I'm going to leave you, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you sticking around here with this Snowhawks series. I know some episodes kind of long, but this one a little bit shorter, as you know, we're just going to watch this one game, because I think it is important to mix in some full games here. We'll take a look at some halves in games. We'll take a look at the offense in some games, the defense in some games, and just some different situations. But still, important to get some full games here in this Year 2 season. I think we'll do more of these episodes as we go along and kind of build this team more of our own. But we'll close out here with the box score. 15 for 31 McDonald, 143. Not his best game. You know, a lot of throws kind of off cue. Benson only 8 for 16. You know, he really hasn't gotten going. I don't think our run game is really existent in this offense anymore. Harrison Jr. 3 for 52. Really nothing of note after that. Tip Ryman had that 24-yard catch earlier. A lot of sacks allowed in this one. Jonah Williams, those 3 given up to Steve Goodwill. So not all on him. McDonald definitely accountable for maybe 1.5 of those. They'll take split responsibility. Ali Cox, Isaiah Adams, a sack allowed on defense. 17 tackles for Jack Gibbons. That is absolutely insane, with 3 tackles for loss and a sack. 11 tackles for Avonte Maddox there out of the slot. 2 tackles for loss from Isaiah Simmons. 1 from Cox, a half sack, and that pass deflection, which should have been an interception. Xavier Thomas had a sack, a half one there for Simmons and Cox. No interceptions. Blankenship 0 for 1, and really nothing doing after that. So, as always, everybody, it's been real, and be well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.